Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel, Soul Therapy Cafe. Really hot today in the jungle here, and I got all the fans going. And I want to share a message that has been going on. I've been thinking about it and feeling it, and Spirit was like, you got to share this. And of course, I was like, okay, I'm going to get to it. So finally, here we are. And, it's about slowing down. It's about savoring life. It's about not letting life pass you by. Because what I'm feeling is that sometimes, we're always moving so fast. I mean, every day we have this to do, we have that to do. We got to take care of this. And then we go to sleep, and then we get up and we start all over again, and then before you know it, the months, the years have passed, and we don't really get to experience the true flavors, the full essence, the full explosion of the intensities of life, but also the beautiful, beautiful parts that we miss sometimes. Like, for example, sometimes we're eating, but we're eating so fast. We don't even sit down to eat, and it tastes so much better when we just relax and sit down and savor that moment and enjoy our food. Or we don't even listen to people that we care about. We're so busy thinking about the next thing or something else in the future. We don't even grasp how they're feeling or what they're thinking. And then if they ask you what they just said, you can't even really remember. So it's about slowing down, and I'm feeling that big time being here and off the beaten path. I'm just out of the grind, and things happen really slow. And I kind of noticed that, even just every day, it's like I get up with the sound of like this rooster, and, never fails. And sometimes I just think, wow, that's my clock, and sometimes I get up, sometimes I don't. But what does happen is that I notice that when I'm going along with my daily activities, I just go with the flow and how I feel. And what I feel for you is that, you can't always go with the flow, but you always want to be in rhythm. You want to be in rhythm with the universe. You don't want to be out of rhythm, because when you're out of rhythm, things don't work like they should. Things don't work. It's like you almost made it. You just missed the flight. Or, wow, and they're closed. I didn't realize that they're closed on this particular day. And so you drove for like no reason, or you can't reach someone when you need to. Do you understand? It's like you're off kilter, you're out of rhythm. And it's important to, just take our times. It's so funny because just being here, I feel it so easily, and I've had to adjust in a big way, but it feels really good. It's like even the animals here, they are so chill. They're not aggressive at all. When I say animals, I'm not talking about like wild animals, okay? I'm talking about like pets, like dogs, okay? There's lots of dogs around, and they're just chilling. I mean, I don't know what it is about these dogs here. They don't bark. They're not tripping on you. They don't even bark. They're just laying around chilling. And you think to yourself, I've never seen them bark. And sometimes I'll come up to them, or I'll like start like talking to them. They just kind of just like look at me, And the dogs like in the States are really different. The dogs in the States they're like really aggressive, like especially like they want to like wander off. They want to like get away from their their masters. They just kind of like they got other ideas. But these pets are like they're not worried about nothing. They're chill. And the only time I've ever seen a dog here like start barking is when they see another dog. Like, I get the vibe like they see another dog and the dog is passing by where they're at, and the vibe is like, hey, don't you know you better not pass through here. I wish you would take one more step, and it's like they're defending their territory. They're like showing the other dog, in dog language that, hey, you better back up, partner. And I was just like, wow, really what that dog is doing is not only protecting his territory, but he's letting them know, like, hey, this is my energy here. Like, you better go across the street. You better go somewhere else. But I'm letting you know it ain't cool. And really, he's offending himself. He's not being attacked, but he's saying, this is my space. This is my domain. This is, in human terms, this is my energy. You know, this is what I do. And don't bump up against me. So just noticing things like that. And you're like, wow, we can learn a lot. And it's just so small, but it's like you just kind of notice those kind of things when you slow down. And all I can say is that, you know, with me having to slow down, I've noticed that how much I've changed over the past couple of like weeks in my journey, you know. And like, for example, I was supposed to do something, you know, I had plans to go out of town, and I got locked out of my apartment. Yes, the key was tripping, the lock needed replacing, but, you know, a couple of things went wrong. It started raining and all that stuff, and I had like an hour and a half like ride to get there and get back in the same day, and it was just like, now I get locked out, which kind of threw me off, because again, I was really you know, I was really intentional about doing and going where I needed to go. And when I realized that it wasn't going to happen the way that I expected, I just kind of pulled back my energy, and I said, okay, don't put energy, don't put disappointment, anger, upset into that kind of vibe. It's just like, maybe it's not supposed to happen. Maybe it's protection. Maybe that there's something ahead of me that I cannot see. And of course, we're always asking for protection as well. We're always protected, and many of us, even without even asking. And so I just kind of like leaned back, and I kind of let go, and I said, okay, well, it's not a deal breaker. Nobody died or nothing, so I won't be doing this today. And I'm not going to kill myself to like do this and make this happen. It's not that serious. And so, you know, in my before, well, let me just say, in my other life, I want to say my other life, but before I was on my journey, you know, I was really determined. I'd be upset. I'd be like cussing and fussing and like, I can't believe this, and you know, I can't stand when this happens, and going on and on. And I've gotten better with that. You know, I've gotten better. Well, okay, you know, because I'm really loving myself more. That's why I'm not getting upset as much. Things really don't matter. You know, I'll deal with things when I can deal with them. There's no urgency. I'm taking my time. So the value of taking your time is immense, because not only is it good for you like physically and spiritually, but mentally as well. Because you know that stress is a crazy killer, for real, over stuff that don't even really like matter, you know. So on the journey, that's one of the benefits, because you know, you're not really on that 3D time. That 3D time is somebody else's time. That's not your time, okay? And I know it sounds like, you know, I can hear the peeps, the comments already. People are like, well, I got to do this. Yeah, you got to do that. Okay, I'm not saying don't do what you got to do, but oftentimes, if it aligns with you being in the flow, if you're in the flow, if you're in the rhythm, if you are in alignment, then things don't seem so stressful. Do you understand? I mean, you do them and then you do them, but it's not like you are pushing and working really hard to make it happen. And if you have to work so hard to make something happen, maybe it's not supposed to happen, you know? So I just want to share that message with you. And, you know, notice things around you. If your environment is stressful, that's not a good sign. That's no fun. And it's so funny because, again, noticing like these pets around here and the neighborhoods that I walk through every day, it's like the dogs are like all over the place. And I even witnessed this dog, and I was like, I can't believe this. This dog is like bold. He don't care. It was early morning. There was not a lot of cars around, and he got in the middle of the street and decided to take a dump. Okay? And I said, this dog is in the middle of the street. And why isn't he on the grass or on the sidewalk? But this dude, this little doggy was like, no, I'm getting in the middle of the street. Like, why not, right? And I thought to myself, wow. So I guess the dog is saying, you know what? I'm free. I can do what I like, and nobody's looking, and I'm just gonna do whatever I like, cause you know I'm chill. I'm chill like that. Okay, it's the earth, and it belongs to all of us, and you know, oh well. And I just thought to myself, I don't know what he's thinking or why he did it. Maybe he always does it. Maybe he's getting away, but he got right in the middle of the street, and it's not about what he did, but like why he did it, you know. I'm sure he had a little yard and there's trees and sidewalk. He could have, you know, done it someplace else, but found that really, really interesting. So note to self, slow down, be free, go on the flow, you know, be in rhythm and do what's alive. If things don't feel right, don't do it. Don't force it, okay? And I pulled a couple of cards from the Tefler deck. No, not the Tefler deck. The it's called the Kipper deck. I can't even talk. Okay, I'm tripping. So it's the Kipper deck. Okay. And I pre-shuffled to save time because I got my robe on and, you know, I'm about to get in the shower, okay? Because, ooh, it's burning up hot here. So I pulled 3 cards for you. The first card that I pulled is called A Journey. Wow, you know what? Okay, I just shuffled these cards like right before I got on, okay? Because I didn't want to be shuffling on video, and I was like, wow. So basically, it talks about a journey, okay? This is sincere, it's transparent, and it's about, you can see like how, you know, it's like a hot air balloon, like, you know, one of those old hot air balloons, and it's like, wow. It's like when you go up in those hot air balloons, it's like, you know, you're looking all around you and you're just not really, you know, you're kind of going where the wind takes you. You understand? You're going with the flow, again, with that flow, that with the wind. And you're going and you're looking all around you and you're looking at the wonders and everything you're leaving behind you. You know, but you're just being moved, you're being guided. And again, you're being divinely guided. So you're on this journey. If you're not on this journey, you're about to get on this journey, okay? And what that journey looks like, to many of us, it's different, okay? Many of us are moving. Many of us are changing up a whole like plan for like life, you know. Many of us are going on a spiritual journey. Many of us are transitioning in a different sort of like work or career or position. I even feel like changes, you know, relationships as well. So you're about to go on this journey. I feel it's a really good light feeling, like you don't know where it's gonna take you, but you're just like wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and like you just know, you just feel like, wow, you know, like I'm free, that kind of vibe. I feel like that freedom, that independence is what's coming through, you know. And let me know in the comments if that's resonating for you, you know. If it is, let me know. Say independence or freedom, you know. If you're going on a journey and you can feel it. And sometimes, you know, like when we're about to like take off, you know, life is showing us like different signs, like real subtle things, you know. We might even hear messages, but something that's like really moving us, and we don't really quite know what's going to happen, but we know it's going to be good, it's going to be better, okay? And so the second card that I pulled is called High Honor. You guys might know this card in the deck, and it's talking about you. Now you see how he's pulling he's raising his hand, his arm, and he's got like a trophy there. He's got a top hat, and he's dressed really, you know, kind of cool, like a tuxedo vibe. And so basically it's saying that he's being congratulated, he's being honored, he's being put on display, you know, he's being celebrated in a way. And so what I'm hearing is that you will be celebrated on this journey. You know, it's almost, it feels like a reward of some kind. It's like Spirit saying congratulations, but there are many, many gifts and rewards on this journey, and you will be acknowledged with high honors. And I feel like that's in the spirit realm, you know, but also in the you know, in the 3D as well, you know, in your everyday life, you know, you will be elevated, you know, you will be put on a stand. And the thing that comes to mind is, I don't know if you remember, like when you know, when they have like winners, like first, second, and third, and then they have like the number one is like the highest, like box, and that, you know, maybe the athlete or the winner of some sort is like standing, and they get like different rewards or medals or what have you, where I see you on the top, the highest like box, and standing high above the others. So that's an amazing feeling, and it's a reward because you've earned it. You know, you've done and you've been through a lot. And sometimes you felt like, you know, you were not seen, you were not acknowledged, you were not appreciated. So you will be all of that on this journey, okay? And that's really, really exciting energy. I can't help but feel the energy around the cards, and what I'm feeling is like this high honor is like, it's irreplaceable. You know, it's irreplaceable, and it's something that is destined. It's something that you have earned throughout many, many years of just all the work and never really giving up, you know? So yeah, I just want to leave that with you. It's an amazing feeling. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's like better than, you know, the word that comes to my mind is better than expected, okay? Okay, and the third card that I pulled, interestingly enough, it says false person, okay? So what the card is saying is like, look at her. It's like there's someone in your life, or that was in your life, that is a false person, that's fake. He's pretentious. He or she is pretentious. They're pretending, okay? I'm not sure who this is. It feels like someone close to you. It feels like a friend, romantic partner even, but that they've been pretending, and to be careful. They have been faking it. They wear a mask. Oh wow. And you know, you really, really, really trusted them or trust them, but they're fake. Okay, here it comes. Fake as fuck. Okay, fake as fuck. And I think you've seen a few red flags. You kind of dismiss it because you think you got this, you know, but really to be alarmed that they're playing a role, and this is what they do. And you are the kind of person that there's something about this person that resonates with you. Like you feel like you have to be there, you have to help, you have to support, because they're almost like, you know, almost like the feeling like you want to be supportive of like the underdog, you know, you want to believe in this person because no one else does, you know, and you kind of like want to show them that you will be there because they've given you like this theme about that, you know, like woe was me and this happens, and if you just hold on and just, you know, just help me out and just be there for me, you're gonna see, you know. But it's all fake. It's fake as fuck. Okay, you know it, but your spirit keeps showing you, but you keep putting the blinders up, making excuses, you know, but you really know, but you think you got it under control. Well, I'm saying that this false person is in your energy, okay? And so sometimes when you're around these kinds of people, it's like things for you don't really work out the way they should because they're in your energy, and they're stealing your energy. But also it's like when you're aligned, when you're around, when you share not just your ideas and your dreams and your secrets, but you share your energy, your body even, you know, it does interfere with your good fortune, with your abundance as well. So I just wanted to say that. So really be careful. And if I were you, I would run for the hills, for real. Really. But I'm getting, you know that, but it's like, why are you playing? Like, why are you tripping? If you know that someone is out to get you, wouldn't you cut them off like crazy? like quick, like they don't see it coming, like to the left, like I don't understand, I guess sometimes people think that they got it all figured out or whatever, but really you don't even understand that it's bigger than you. So, just note to self, all right? And that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if something in this message really resonates with you, please comment. I read all your comments, and like, subscribe, and share. All right, beautiful soul.